Adam says you sound lovely.
All
All right.
right, appreciate it. There I'm
All
at just under 400,000 credits. I wasn't sure where I was at. So.
Okay, that's not bad. So yeah, you're about halfway through. I mean, considering going based on credits, you're about halfway to where I am
Yeah,
with a most valuable galaxy of 1.09. Oh, that's all right. Pretty good.
yeah, that was due to one advanced teleporter market at the right time with
Very nice.
being able to craft. So.
All right. So, for anyone wondering, we have Swag Miner on with us today. He is graciously allowing us to take a look at his account, hopefully get some feedback from me and whoever else wants to throw some input in on where he can go from where he's at. So, we've seen your most valuable galaxy. Are you in a challenge right now? It looks like you are.
Yeah, I started one after I finished my tournament just to let it run overnight more than anything. So.
Okay. Where are you hitting in challenges? If you try, then your challenge. Like, what's
Um,
your consistent?
let's just go consistent, probably 10 or 100 T. Sometimes I do those while at work. I'm pretty ambitious on the tournaments, so sometimes the burnout's there.
Right.
So you can kind of see I farm 10 to 100 billion quite a bit. Um, you can
Okay.
kind of see the challenge scores come up once in a while when you hit the queues. So.
All right. 10 to 100 billion. What about in tournaments? Where are you getting there?
So I'm usually in the S's for that. Um, a lot due to arcing.
Mm-hmm.
So I use VPS 33, 36, 51, and there's some arcing in the middle of that, so I can afford the planets, but along with the crafting. But
Okay.
uh, I'd say my crafting speed needs work. My mining is nowhere near where you're at. Your managers are more mine focused, so I definitely have to count on arcs to get cash. So.
Yeah, mining is in game for sure, and it looks like you're selling 3 or 4 galaxies a day still at this point. What are your galaxies selling for right now? Like, what does this one sell for?
Let's go take a look. I do have a little bit of space station. I had gone on, when we get to the space station, I'll show you. I went for some credits on that. I've switched over, similar to you, as I went over to the alloy values.
Okay.
I'm going to finish that. And then whether I go back to credits or manager bonuses, we'll see.
Okay, so yeah, about 1,500 for 5 trillion. That's about where I'm at as far as credits go, and
Mhm.
looks like you are you're farming hard, trying to get your credits built up.
Yeah, fairly aggressive. So.
Okay, yeah, I guess let's take a list. Let's go back to the top of the mothership rooms here, and we'll just go through everything. This is my first time doing this, so forgive me if it's not coordinated. I'm not sure. We're just gonna
Not
take a
good.
look at everything and see what we can see. So mine rate's at level 29. Okay, ship speed and cargo are 25.
They handle that pretty well. Part of that's because so many of my mine rate managers still have ship and cargo, so I don't need to have them equal. I can
Mm-hmm.
see that in the future changing.
Yes. Space speed,
Um,
craft speed. Okay.
my space station doesn't have much for the smelter craft, so that stays fairly balanced. And I have all the 11s. Galaxy credits I went for fairly early, so
Mm-hmm.
that's relatively high. I think the return on investment there is starting to diminish, so I haven't pushed that as much lately.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
um,
Okay. Backup generator. Got your
smelting
hours. All right.
surges. I know nothing about other than I'm not pushing them yet. So I'll watch your video when that comes out.
We're gonna do that right after this.
Okay.
Alloy
Manager
miner.
bonuses is my most expensive. It's not my furthest advanced level, but it's my most expensive. So.
Good deal. Looks like your alloys and items are to where mine are at. Market, colonizing. Okay.
Markets I hadn't hit too much until recently, and then belt studies has been a recent upgrade that's really helped. So,
Yes, belt studies is good. Go to new room. Are the new rooms that you have left just for? So we have terrarium, and then it should just be the surge rooms, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look here.
I believe so.
Take a look at mine. So you had belt studies, crew quarter. Okay, so all right, so those are the important ones. The terrarium's not that big a deal. Neither are the surge rooms for where you're at. One thing I will say, let's click out of that and take a look at your market and colonizing bonuses. Those are they're towards the bottom there.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are very very low. So when you're using Planet 51 as your VPS.
Yes.
Yeah, if your mine rate on from your managers is not where you want it to be, the colonizing bonuses will make up for that.
Okay.
Using the what are they called? Go to the project tree for me. It's the terraforming projects.
Oh yes. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, so the colonizing bonuses will work with those. Whenever you terraform your planet and get those free colonies, the colonizing bonuses is helps with that.
Sure.
So I think it starts off at like a 1.3 mine rate, something like that, for a colony. If you
Yeah.
if you get your mothership room there to double, then it's 1.6, and just keep going. And that's definitely going to help your mine rate, which helps your asteroids and debris scans.
Yep.
So I definitely would say focus those first in the mothership room. Get those up to about an even cost with what your other rooms are at.
Sure. Fairly inexpensive right now. So.
Market as well, and then yeah, just keep on keeping on. Looks like you got everything roughly about to where I'm at, honestly, in the mothership room. Yeah, that's the
Good.
biggest thing I'm seeing is your
Yeah, I can
colonizing.
see where that would help the VPS. I hadn't, I think this colonizing bonus gives me like 1.47 right now, so it'd be fairly easy to increase. So.
Yeah, no, so that'll help, and yeah, you're on the right track with the mothership rooms. I'm not seeing anything that's lacking anywhere else. Like I said, you're about where I'm at. The mine rate, ship speed, and cargo, you'll have to put some more in there eventually. But uh, if your if your managers are not, like he said, if the mine rate isn't getting too much for the ship speed and cargo, you don't need to worry about it right now. It'll be one of those, upgrade as needed sort of thing.
Sure. These probably have a little room to go, but this is just a quick setup.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we're looking. Yeah, kind of low there on the mine rate. So let's do that next. Let's take a look at the managers.
Okay. So I am interested in how you name your managers. I've not put a lot of thought into it other than I've got them identified at top with, if they start with a mine, I put an M on it so I know it's got a mine rate on top.
Okay.
And then I did just very recently got my first 6-star, and I put it on craft because craft is I have so few craft ones that I needed that. So
Yes, craft speed
when I
is
draw,
king.
I'd like to draw Minecraft.
Okay. Yes, I did the same thing for the 6-star. Went for craft speed first. I've only got 4 craft speed managers as well, and after everything's all said and done, I'm up to like times 70 craft speed. So
Okay.
you're doing good there.
Yeah, I've
Let's
got.
go. Let's look at your
Go ahead.
stats.
Okay.
Action. Yeah.
So this has only got 16 managers out there, but I have 19 slots plus. Then I guess I get to 21 in the tournament. So.
Sure. So yeah, your shift speed and cargo is definitely good. for now. Craft speed, smelt speed. Okay. All right. For having 17 managers, yeah, these stats are pretty weak, honestly.
Yeah. No, I probably added slots faster than manager polls. And then finally, I still have plenty of 4 stars that I use. So my goal is, as the dark matter comes in, I only do the 500 polls. That's, one of the things I'm glad I didn't have to go through that. You can pull the others, but definitely statistically, the 500s are a way better value than trying
Yeah,
to
no, it's a trap to get
do a
anything less
different
than
route.
that.
Yep.
Based on the promotion. So if you were going to do the three-star pool, you would need what is it like? So you need 4 of them to get a 4 star,
Right.
which is 1,200 versus just 500 just to get a 4 star. Like, yeah, definitely a trap. Um, okay, so you asked about the naming convention. Basically, what I like to do is just number them. If you start off with your best manager being 01, then he'll be at the top always, and then 02, 03, 04. And what that does is make sure that if you pull a manager whose name is Abby, she's not gonna come up here ahead of your 6 star manager.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can number them and keep them in order that way. You have to start with 0 though, because once you get past 10, if it's 1-1, then it'll take the spot next to 1 unless you have that 0 in front of it. That's the
Okay.
way I like to do it. And then it's going to be like I need to reorder mine again. It's going to be kind of a touch and go, play around sort of thing. Like your first 4 planets probably need to focus smelt speed, craft speed, and so you want those managers to be up first. And then after
Sure.
that, you're going to start getting into mine rate, and then ship speed and cargo will be towards the end, because that's after you get all those managers set up, that's when they'll be important. So a uh, it's going to be arranged like that. That's how I have it arranged, at least.
Okay.
Your 6 star manager, you might want to keep him as 01. Just
Yep.
yeah, once you get your leader set up in the projects, it'll be nice and easy to have him right there.
There we go.
Yep, that's how I do it. As far as the managers go, so yeah, it's a decent amount of slots. I mean, I'm only up to like 23 myself, so you're not far behind in slots, but we definitely need to round out these managers. So let's go to filters, and I want to see how many ship speed and cargo managers you have. So it'll be no, all ship speed and all cargo is what I'm looking for.
Gotcha. With mine rate or just totally?
Yeah, just totally. I don't care about the primary. Good night, my guy. You are unlucky.
Oops. Yeah, no, I think I've dusted a couple too, so it's
Okay. Hold on, we got chat going on. Oh, okay. Everyone's liking the. Cool. The naming convention was a good question. That helped some other people out apparently.
good.
Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that we're using, and I'm assuming that you're putting these other ones on just because they have the mine rate primary.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we need to get rid of these.
Okay.
That is taking up 7 slots. Realistically, since your mine rate is not where it's taken up. How am I supposed to? I'm sorry, I'm tired. my mine rate, you've seen how high it gets, and I only have two of these ship speed cargo managers.
Right. Yep.
Okay, so we have, and you have a lot you can promote here. Let's go back to filters. How many smelt speed managers do you have?
That's probably my highest of the usefuls.
They do seem to drop a lot more often.
If it's random, it doesn't seem that way. It seems like I see way more smelt and way less craft. So, and I'm fine on the mine. I've seen in Discord other people are short on their mines, but
Yeah, mine. It's more of a late game. Most
yeah,
people that they want to get their craft speed rounded out first. So we got four mine rate smell speeds. That's good. So here's something: you're not using that 5-star smell speed at the top because it's a cargo primary, and that's
right,
definitely it's okay to not use it, but it's also okay to use it if you realize
sure,
that. Same thing with craft speed. If you realize that you'd rather have a higher craft speed and smell speed, it's okay to use these managers with the cargo or ship speed primary. The secondaries are the most important thing we're looking for here.
yeah,
The
definitely. And when I unlock the +2, those 5 stars unused are the ones I generally add at that point. So I could probably add them a little sooner, but that's definitely when I usually done that. So,
Right. It's yeah.
same with
Go ahead and go to craft speed. So the cargo and ship speed primary managers are not going to be your forever managers, but it's okay to put them on.
right. So you can see how few of this I have. So, and I think I had to promote one of these just to get there. So,
Man, go back
so
to
only
filters.
one mine with craft. Okay.
So this is all you have for all craft speed. Oh man,
Yes.
I am sorry, dude. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. In
Okay.
fact, if you see, I've been trying to get some even on the 3 stars, like as I promote them up with the mine and the craft, and I haven't had any luck doing that either. So
No.
I haven't dusted many of my 3 stars, so that's the gist of all I had. So, but we'll get there. I don't know if I
Yeah,
have any 1 stars
this
laying
is
around.
unfortunate. Yeah, what are your 1 and 2 stars looking like? Can we promote a 2-star and see if we get lucky? How many 2 stars do you have?
Let's go look. I think not many. Let's go look.
Okay,
No, we could do it. Let's go get the 1 and then we can get the
Yeah,
2.
let's try one real quick. Just see what we get.
Let's go. I lost the. There we go. Oh, I put her on Balor. That's why I was like, where did that go? Sorry about that.
No, you're good. So it
So,
doesn't matter. Whichever one looks the prettiest to you.
all right, this is the new one. Let's see if we can do it.
Okay.
Better than the others.
Yeah. All right. It's something.
I'll probably do the rest later, but that's kind of the good picture of the concept. So.
Okay. So we're not going to do that all together here in this review, but what I would recommend doing here, we need to get your managers in order of priority, and I would have one set of the ship speed and cargo managers. So pick your two favorite, the ones that have the best mine rate, I guess, is what we're going to be looking for as far as those go, and the other ones, scrap them. We need to get rid of them. We need to feed them into other managers to get them stronger. Since we've been unfortunate with our pools, the least we can do here is work on rounding out the ones that are good and making them into 5 stars. Maybe even getting a couple other 6 stars to pick up the slack here.
Yeah, I read some of the people on Discord talked about at about 20 managers is a good place where you convert a lot of your 4s to 5s, and statistically, that's just that sounds about right. It feels about right, so it's kind of where we're at. So.
Definitely. I do kind of want to revisit this after we get these in order
Hmm.
and maybe work on this with you another time.
Sure. No, I'm willing to do that. So
But
maybe get a
that's
few pulls in and see what happens. I often do pulls after 2,000. Maybe sometimes I did wait once till I had 4,000 just because I didn't have a lot of time. And those are fun.
right. Yeah, I don't know if that's something we can do today if you have time or if everyone else has time, sort of thing. But
Okay.
that's just looking at it. That's what I'd recommend is let's get them in order. Excuse me. Let's get them in order in a way that makes sense.
Okay.
You only want one pair of ship speed cargo managers, and see like let's go ahead and do that real quick. Just go ahead and take off everything except for one pair of ship speed and cargo.
Oops. Oh, I did that.
Let's see where that puts us
That
at.
much. There we go.
Isn't there a unassign all button under actions? Let's do that. Yeah, there we go.
Sure.
So let's clear our filters and just go through our planets.
Okay.
So craft speed's good. We can assign craft speed. Yeah, let's go ahead and start putting them on planets. Starting with your first one. Okay, planet 2, you've got one pair of cargo ship speed up there. You can put those on. Alright. What else do we have? Mine rate's good. Smell speed's
Oops.
good.
Okay.
Mine rate. Craft speed.
Oops. Keep hitting that one.
Mine rate, smell speed. So you do have these in somewhat of an order, I see. Okay.
They come
So,
up randomly when I name them that way, so there's no control over it, and sometimes it changes around. All right. Do you want more cargo out there, or leave it as is?
no, we're gonna skip cargo. We already have a
Okay.
cargo. Let's keep going. There's cargo, ship speed, ship speed, ship speed, ship speed, ship speed. Okay, there's a mine rate. Let's throw the mine rate on. There, yep, another mine rate. Skip that. Smelt speed. Take her
Okay.
off. Go down to the mine rate smelt speed.
Okay.
Let's do the other smelt speed. And mine rate. Okay.
Okay.
I think you've got one more planet, do you not?
Nope. Oh, I did. That's right.
What are
Mine.
the mine rates down there? Are they mine rate?
Yes.
Yeah, slap them on. Okay, before we do the last one, go to your stats. What are your stats looking like right now? Okay, so craft speed is what we're lacking on now, but your mine rate went up.
Yes. You can see the difference from earlier.
Okay, do you have any other craft speeds we can put on?
I think so.
Yeah, 4 stars better than nothing. All right, let's check your stats now. Okay,
Pretty close, huh?
yeah, about rounded out right there.
Sorry.
Okay. So were we equipping all of the other ship speed and cargo uh, managers
I did.
because they were 5 star mine rates? Is that what it was?
Yes. So,
Okay. All right. Yeah, we got to get out of that mindset. The mine rate primary is not near as important as the secondaries. You can you can make up for that 5 star primary mine rate with a couple of good secondary mine rate stats.
sure. And conceptually, to me, it would be good to put those in the earlier planets and telescopes, the ones that don't have the primary mine I'm talking about.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm not saying this is going to be your best setup right now, but this is the convention I want you following and looking at. We just want one pair of ship speed cargo managers, and then rounding out your other stats based on what you want. If you had more craft speed managers, we would have put those on, but you didn't. You did have a good amount of all mine rate managers.
Yeah.
So let's go back to Planet One. I think it was 50k ore a second is what it was at. Um, Now we're at 88k just from that. You almost doubled it.
Nice. Nice. That is a nice improvement.
Okay. All right, so that's gonna get us a direction on the managers. Definitely the most important part of the game, and unfortunately, your RNG has been a little bad, but it looks like you have enough room here for promotions, and you have some dark matter here for pulling. You can definitely get that fixed up. Do you have any other questions there, or does all that kind of make sense and help you out?
It makes sense. Oh, it does. So,
Okay.
I've definitely been playing around, mixing and matching between the primaries and the mine rates, and that makes sense. So,
Okay, great. Yeah, it seems like you're on a good track there, and you have enough to play with after we get done. Um, I know space station's going to be big, but let's check out your probe.
okay. So I am only 3 months old.
Probe one's scan upgrade. Okay.
I've put everything I have has gone into secondary manager skill on probe one. So.
Okay. As long as you're doing that, that's fine. It doesn't matter what it's at, just as long as that is what you are doing. Um, are you
Talk to me
purchasing?
about. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to ask if you were purchasing the events as they come through.
It's probably been between a third and a half of them. So the ones with credits I enjoy, the ones without credits I don't enjoy as well. So.
Absolutely, the perks are a big thing. The only thing about events, especially now since they've added all this extra crap to it, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's 4 extra tiers that we have to clear now to get the hollow bolts. It used to end at
Yes.
20, and now it goes to 22. Doesn't seem like a lot, but that's a lot of extra missions that we have to pass.
Yep.
So I'm not advocating for spending money on the game. The only tip here is if you're going to buy the pass, make sure that you can consistently hit the last tier
Yep.
and make sure you get your money's worth out of it as far as that goes. But if we're not buying them, that's fine too. That's okay. Uh, your probe is fine as long as you're putting it into that secondary manager skill. Nothing to touch on there. Okay, let's take a look at your space station.
Yeah, not right now, but probe 2 and when that comes into play is something I'm interested in the future. I know I'm nowhere near that. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, space station. I started this about the time you had started doing videos, and I think you had done some 10 million and 100 or 12.5 million and 100 million. So I did start over here. I think I stopped at about the right time.
Yeah.
Got up there, got up to there, and I was like, okay, that was good. That definitely helped on the farming.
That speeds things up. I'm glad you didn't go too far into it. It becomes a trap after around gold ore.
Then I kind of wandered on my own a little bit. And I would consider, I know there's spreadsheets for value and things like that. So opened this up, and then I went over here first. Mm-hmm. Got some manager bonuses, probably wasn't the best, but these were fairly inexpensive too. So this wasn't putting a lot of the tokens into them. And then I'd started going up this tree for the higher credits.
Okay.
That was a lot more expensive.
Yes.
And very recently saw what you did and thought, you know what, where I'm at, this alloy item is perfect right now. So That's probably my next. I'll finish it off. I have enough to finish off now.
Yeah, the guy that mentioned that, I mean, he saved my ass too. That was a the space station is confusing because there's so many things like I want to get, but it's going to take forever to get to, and you don't even look at the stuff on the way to get there to see if there's anything worth it. So that completely
Yep.
bypassed me, and I'm glad we all went back and saw it together. A couple things I'm seeing here. The credits are nice, and they're definitely something we want to go for. But you're starting to see in your mothership room how costly this is getting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And right now at 6 trillion, you are selling for about 1,500, doing roughly 3 or 4 galaxies a day, which I know doesn't take long where you're at, but you're only getting about 6,000 credits a day, which isn't bad. What the credit nodes in the space station are going to give you is not as much as the amount of cells you have to put in for the amount of credits you're getting out is not nearly as much as you could from other stats, if that makes
Sure.
sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that's okay. If you earn more with the same amount of time, say by manager bonuses, which is where I think you're headed, that's worth more to you. So.
Yeah. So I would say, I mean, of course we love the credits and we're going to go for them, but I would put those on the back burner, me personally,
Mm-hmm.
in exchange for stats that I think that my account is lacking in. The credits are going to be more beneficial on the longer galaxies, such as from tournaments. That small percentage boost is really going to kick in once you're sitting at like 10,000 credits. It'll give you like an extra 1,000 there, right?
Yeah.
For our short run galaxies, it's not going to make that much of a difference. What we really want is to round off everything else. So, not manager bonuses, but you were saying you're lacking in mine rate, craft speed, and smelt
Mm-hmm.
speed. And I can see that your mine rate 2, what level is that at? Level 1. Okay. That's a point 0.1 bonus. If we compare it to the mothership room, what does the mothership room give us again? I forgot. Is it 0.15? It is. It's 0.15. Yeah, one node from the space station on mine rate 2 is basically one level from the mothership room, right?
Yeah.
And your credits are getting to the point where you're not going to be able to upgrade it much further. You can get a lot of mine rate from that node right there. It's a little
Okay.
pricey. I wouldn't say max it out, but hell, you could take your mine rate up to maybe times 2. About 10 levels.
We'll do a couple. See how it doesn't increase too badly.
So take
Okay.
take the 1.3 right there. Now let's go back to Planet One. It was sitting at 88k, 108, 20k
That's nice.
right there. So since we've started, we've doubled your mine rate effectively.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
So there's one node we can invest in. Let's go back to the space station. Head towards the left, where you have your credits 1 and managers 1. Those two in between them, the market and alloy and item value.
Not that one.
Yeah, very cheap for honestly a really decent value on these. You can max these out. Typically, the route that a lot of people recommend is this whole left side of the tree that you're on with manager 1, credit 1.
Mm-hmm.
Max all of these out. They give really good bonuses for cheap, and they're good bang for buck sort of thing.
Yeah, I had been looking at how much this cost versus these over here. Early on, I think this one was a little bit better value, but I can see now this one's caught up. So
Yeah,
I'll go ahead and do that.
Right there. Hold Yeah, it's about half the value, but I mean less than half the cost. So it's a cost per benefit. It's pretty
Hmm.
good. And market is gambling. It's RNG, of course, but we don't want to sleep on it because if you do, like that galaxy
Yep.
you got 1-0 from the advanced teleporter. I don't
Yep.
know. Could have been maybe 10 with a couple extra arcs in there, but yeah, your times
I
two,
re-
no, times. So yeah, your times two market is at a times 10. Let me see if I can see what mine's at right now. The market goes crazy in game.
yes,
Yeah,
I could see that.
mine's at 16 right now. I've seen times two get up to somewhere around the 70s
Wow.
on late game accounts. So it's not this not a guaranteed bonus. It's not something if you don't want to invest in it, you don't have to. I'm just saying don't sleep on it. That left side, at the very least, is very cheap and beneficial if the market does happen to hit on something good.
Yeah.
Everything
I
else,
really, I really like that free perk where we get the free one before you're even researching a project.
I I would say I like it. It
Yeah.
hasn't worked out for me. I think I got advanced robots, which they're nothing now.
Yeah.
But back to the space station. Okay, so the mine rate one is really good. I would say pump that up a few more levels. Don't do it right now. This is all just me
Yeah.
talking, and you can do with it what you will. And if we need craft speed and smelt speed, let's take a look. Can I get you to put click on it? Let's click
Is
on
it
it and
over
see how
here?
much it costs. The smelt speed 3, I think it is.
Where's that located?
It's just to the right of market one.
There's craft.
Yeah, that's
That
crafting
one.
2, so it should
Okay.
be one up from that. Okay, so that's a point oh 0.01. Go to smelting or crafting 4, which is going to be one more up from that. Okay, so a point oh 0.02 at a 15 cost. Okay, X out of that, and then in the middle of the tree above mine rate 2, just before it starts to branch, the top nodes there are crafting and smelting 5.
It says
So
ally.
down from that, there we are. Okay, so those are equal
That's
value in cost. It was 15 cells for a point oh 0.02 increase, and it's 30 cells for a point oh 0.04 increase. And of course, they go up with every level. I don't know what the best answer is. I think if you saw all my videos, I maxed out crafting and smelting 4, which took a few hundred cells,
Mm-hmm.
but I was able to max them out, and they gave, what did we end up with? Oh hell, I finished ranked 1. I wasn't even
Congratulations.
trying to. Hell yeah, what did we get? I'm sorry, 1 second. Tournament just ended. Okay, so smelting crafting 4. It's a times 1.4, which I mean that's 4 levels in the mothership room, but it's something.
Mm-hmm. They all aggregate together. So.
I'm gonna see what does it go up by if I increase it by 1. So right now it costs 30 on crafting 5. It goes up to 31 cells if you upgrade it. Let's see if it does it again. Okay, it's just going up by 1 cell per cost. I'm already at 1.12 from 2 levels in crafting 5. Actually, 3 levels. And the cost is only going up by 1 each time. So that might actually be the best way, the best route to go if you're needing crafting and smelting speed, is those right
Mm-hmm.
there. Craft 5 and smelt 5.
Yeah, if they only go up by one, that's of course you have 20 levels, but at least it's not aggressive. So.
Yeah, it's only going to take let's see, what was it? It was point 0.4. Yeah, it'll take 10 levels to reach what the max level of the other one was. I mean, it's doubling it, right? So you'll have double of the other one. I would say, because I think the other one goes up by a couple cells per level. So this one may actually be the most bang for the buck. So that's what I would do on Space Station, and that's again, this is all me personally. Take everything I say with a grain of salt, and do whatever gives you the most dopamine for the game.
Yeah,
Um,
good
but
ideas.
if you need more mine rate 2 is the node for you. If you need more smelt speed or craft speed, it's going to be smelter craft 4 or 5. Those will really help you out. The credits is very nice, but it's not what we need right now. It's just going to be something that
Correct.
we have as a bonus. You know, we have to eat our vegetables before we can have our dessert. That's what credits are going to be. All right. After you get done fixing this up how you want it, getting your mine rate, craft speed, smell speed where you want it, I would definitely say the managers at the top over there are better.
Yeah, and that kind of goes hand in hand with getting what I want for managers, which is kind of why I delayed. It's like, okay, I could got to have the managers before the managers really impact, but the new setup will help too.
Absolutely. Um, but you've already seen at the mothership room how quickly the classroom goes up in cost. And
Yeah.
so basically getting a free level in that mothership room from the space station is incredibly valuable. Right now it's costing me 70,000 credits to upgrade the classroom.
Mm.
So just upgrading those once is saving me 70,000 credits at this point. Definitely that's the route I'd be heading towards. But again, that's me personally. The other area you can look at in the space station is down below. Yes, down here. There's a lot of other credit and manager nodes, but they are very weak, and it does cost a few hundred cells to get started
Ooh.
down here. Point
Yeah.
yeah, 0.005. It only costs 30 cells, so it's not much, but it's pretty weak. The managers are on the same level as that. Look at one of the manager ones. Yeah, another 0.005. So by the end of it, it'll be 0.03, which doesn't even equal one level in the mothership room. But it doesn't cost that much credits. However, on the way to get there, the nodes in between cost a couple hundred credits. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's that's where this section sucks.
that's probably why I skipped over.
hmm I don't know if anyone actually goes down there or cares about it. I would say that's more of like a later thing. I think after getting the manager 2 and 3 at the top, I think most people go towards the left and up, and they start working on asteroid and debris value and
Hmm.
colonization bonuses. I think that's where most people go.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I hope this was easy to digest, and I gave you some useful pointers. It seems like you're doing great on your own, though. Honestly.
Well, that even if somebody is, there's still things to learn, and I don't mean that satirically. It's there's what you showed me, in just changing over the managers was worth the time and looking at this. So
Absolutely. And we doubled your mine rate. Hopefully that doesn't bottleneck your planets here. If it starts to, you've got plenty of cargo and ship speed managers to make up for it.
that's right. No, it doesn't look like it has. That's good. I'm not far enough along to have the bottleneck, but it's,
So I'd say that was pretty good. Doubling the mine rate. Hopefully you do start to see a difference. Maybe you don't have to arc near as much to get up to your VPS. Maybe you can start moving the planet 33 and 36. You can move those up
Yeah, that's. I definitely see that path, and I know a lot of people talk about 54. I don't think I'm quite ready for that, but I'd like to. I would like to do exactly that. Using 33 and 36 back to back feels too quick, and it seems like okay if you could push that out a little bit, it might
Right,
smooth out
but
this.
I'm assuming you're doing that to get the quadium for the debris scanner.
Yes.
It feels super quick, but I'm with you. At the same time, waiting to have 400 trillion to get Planet 40 feels like it takes too long, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I felt that way for a long time myself. Getting the mine rate up and getting the bigger asteroid drops helps get you past that hump a little bit quicker.
Sure. Understandable. So.
All right. Speaking of debris scanner, that's the only other thing I forgot to ask. How long is it taking you to get there right now?
Oh, I have not put a timer on it, but I try and get it up and going before I go offline, like in tournaments or any challenges. If the timing works out, that's my goal to do that. So have a few pickups before, when you wake up and
Right.
there's some stuff there. So
What do you typically start a tournament in the afternoon and you just try to get it before you go to bed, sort of thing?
it's varied, just depends on the weekend. But
I got you.
I've done it middle of the evening, and other times I just wait till morning to start. So, and it seems so random on start times and your quality of bracket. And,
Yeah.
um, it really does. But that said, I've stayed in the top 7 in platinum pretty consistently. I did win last time, so that was a first. That was nice. I'd call it an easier bracket. It's one of those where you see only 15 people and 2 of them are only $1. So
Yeah, yeah, very nice. It is. It's very inconsistent. I just got rank one in my tournament, and that was the first rank one I've ever gotten. Um,
nice.
didn't even have to do cash windfalls, just arcing all day, and I start at the same time every weekend, so very random. But what I would recommend you do is next tournament when you go for the debris scanner, um, use some boosts. Damn it, you that'll help you out. You're worse
I've
than I
hoarded a little
am.
bit, but I only use them in tournaments. I've not used them in challenges, maybe once or twice, but I could probably add a couple to challenges to get over certain levels. So.
Yeah, I don't like using boosts in challenges. I've been pretty lazy with them. I only go up to like 10 or 100 trillion and call it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that kind of time anymore. Um, Definitely, yeah, use the boost in the tournaments. Give yourself a couple production boosts and just see how long it takes you to get to debris scanner in your next tournament. Because right now on your account where you're at, that's your benchmark and that is your uh, that's your record that you're trying to beat every tournament. You're trying to get that time down.
Mm-hmm.
So get it down to a time that you like.
Sure.
For me, with 3 production boosts, it takes an hour, right? What I would like to do is get that down to where it only takes 2 production boosts for an hour to get to the debris scanner. Then maybe 1 production boost, and then no production boost. And if I can do that,
Yep.
get the debris scanner in an hour with no production boost, then I know that I've hit my goal for the account where I can start looking at other areas to work on.
Sure. If I had to guess, I think it's around 3 hours. Some of that's a little bit of just waiting, but with boosts, it definitely goes a little bit faster.
Yes, you're probably right because you're about half as far as credits go. You're halfway where I am as far as account progression, and I think that's where I started out at was it took about 3 hours to get the debris scanner, but with a couple more months of progress, I'm down to an hour now. So keep an eye on your time next tournament, and that'll be your benchmark and what you're working towards. I think as far as your account goes, you've got a lot of work to do on your managers, and you can do that off screen with, work on that how you want to. But other than that, you seem to be on the right track and doing pretty well for yourself.
All right. I appreciate that. Hopefully somebody else benefited too.
It seems people are. There's a couple things in here that helped him out. Like just naming the managers was a big one apparently. So
What was I gonna? I had one thing I was gonna ask about.
okay.
Oh, Rover resets. I've heard people talk about that, and that's fairly new to me.
Yes. Okay. So I've seen
So,
this myself, and I have not been able, or just had the mindset of tracking it and testing it myself. Um,
it worked for me. That was the big change. So the idea
yes.
behind that was to get your 24-hour ones. So if you start with two and you draw two 2-hour ones by doing that project,
Right. So
then
there. Let
it
me,
clears it, and then you get three new ones. So
yeah. Let me rephrase that because I did test it once, but it was in the middle of like a lunch. Go back to your rovers. The one thing I'll say that I know about it, and we'll go over it. Thank you for mentioning it because I haven't talked about it on the channel. We'll go over it here in a second. I will say that if you try, like, if both of your rovers are empty and you try to re-roll them, they, I don't know if you've ever seen this yourself, but they share the same missions.
yes, yep. If you're at the same time, so
Yep, if they're at the same time. So if you try to re-roll them, they don't get different missions and give you 6 different options. It's the same 3 on both of them until you pick one, and then the other one will get some new missions. So
yep.
if you're gonna go
Good
for
point.
re-rolling, I don't know if that helps in any sort of way, but uh, that is one thing I noticed. Back to the project tree. I believe it is just. I'm gonna go back to my account so I can get the names of them down. The ones that will re-roll is the first one. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
advanced logistics. When it unlocks an additional mission choice, it also re-rolls whatever you have available.
Mm-hmm.
The the one next to it, the rover scanning module, that one does not, but the ones up top, resupply and advanced resupply, those will also re-roll the rovers.
Oh, that I did not know. So it's a nice bonus.
Yes. So that is a good tip for anyone that doesn't know, because I haven't talked about it because I'm lazy. Uh, if you have an open rover and you're about to unlock these projects here, or you have these available to unlock, Rover Advanced Logistics, Rover Resupply, and Advanced Rover Resupply. It is worth it to check and see what missions your rover will get. See if you like them, and if you don't like them, you can unlock these projects, and as soon as you unlock them, it'll roll or re-roll what missions you have on that rover. Which some people try to plan it out to where they get a 24-hour mission, and they'll come back the next day and they'll have those projects ready to unlock again, and they'll farm 24-hour missions. It is possible to do that using that strategy.
Yeah. And it works well when farming. If you don't like your rerolls, it takes me 10 to 15 minutes to get this. If I reset a galaxy to do it again when I'm farming, that's not a big deal. So
Yeah. Yeah.
if
For
you're,
where we're at, it doesn't take very long to get up there and re-roll it.
yeah,
Again, I'm super lazy at this point. I don't care that much. I'll just take the 6 hour and move on. But that's thank you for bringing that up. That's a very useful tip that I have been negligent on mentioning. So I believe that's all I have for you. Is there anything else you ask of me?
no, I think that's good. I appreciate the time, and I hope others will do that too. I think there's something to learn, and uh, good to banter about it. Hopefully, the channel succeeds and continues to grow. So,
I sure do appreciate that, and yeah, thank you for allowing us to record this and stream it. And it looks like it is helping other people. It's always nice to like. I'm at the point where I'm clicking through everything so fast, and it seems like I'm years away from where someone else could be. Yeah, your beacon definitely needs some work too. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, no, I have it set up a little bit towards the VPSs.
Okay.
Obviously some people have more credits than I do, but you can see the 33, 36, 51 or higher. I've never respec'd. I probably could, but maybe boost a little for the farming.
So
You can see I started that way, but go
yeah,
ahead.
here's how I think about it, especially for how I thought about it where you're at, especially in your case. It's not a huge boost, but spending the currency here on the beacon on the earlier planets is more useful than we think, because again, asteroids are tied to mine rate, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're at the point where getting to planet 40 to get that quadium for the debris scanner is taking too long. But on the flip side, using the what's that thing called in the projects? Uh,
Alchemy.
Alchemy, yeah. So it's taken too long to get to planet 40, but it feels too early to use alchemy, and you're kind of in this weird transition state. Rounding out, like evening out your beacon on the early planets, will help you get past that hump a little bit quicker as well. The mine rate helps the asteroid value, and since we're working on those earlier planets up to 36, getting the mine rate up on those is going to help you get past them. So I think I have all of mine up to 1.4. Let me check. They're all up to 1.3 right now. Yeah. And then I'm working my way down and getting them all up to 1.4. I don't need to at this point, but it can definitely assist. It's not going to help you with galaxy value, but we're not like in the long run. We
Right.
Eventually your account, your managers, and progression, you'll bypass the need to even unlock these planets at a certain point. You don't care about them. But for now, it's going to be helpful. Later on, we can take all of these tokens and dump them into your VPS, and you're not going to notice a difference. But right now, you might actually notice a difference if you pump some of those points into the earlier planets.
Okay.
All right. I mean, we saw that just a 0.3 increase in mine rate from the space station gave you an extra 20k on Balor there. Definitely, I wouldn't say go past 1.4 on these earlier planets, but definitely even them out and bump them up a little bit more. And
Okay.
if you don't like it, if you don't notice the difference, it only costs 25 dark matter to reset it.
Right. Yeah, this has just been progressing upwards, and I've been cheap and not reinvested because I haven't seen a purpose for it. So until I see that,
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a lot, but it's better than nothing.
yeah. No, I like when I did the VPS. These were my last, two increases. Those were sitting at 1.1, and I was able to increase those. I could see the difference on the VPS planets, and these planets I was often missing because I was just waiting to get back up to 51. So that's why the lower numbers in there. So.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's not a huge boost, but it's better than nothing. All right. I think we're gonna end it there. The only thing I'll mention is as you're working on your managers, you're going to prioritize only having one set of the cargo and ship speed. But I do want you to hang on to another pair of cargo and ship speed, because we've already doubled your mine rate in this video alone. And I want to make sure that whatever you do after we get off the call here, if you need that extra cargo and ship speed manager, you have them. So get rid of the rest of them. Keep two pairs with the plan of only using one pair. Does that make sense?
Okay, that does make sense. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, Swag Miner, thank you very much. This was fun, and yeah, I hope this helped.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Thank you. I'll
All right.
talk to you again soon.